Okay, now that I've got everything hooked up back into the mask unit, you're going to slide the unit back in, like so. Once it's in, put your screws back in. Alright, I have my screws seated. I'm going to drill them back in. Okay, that is done. Now, you have your aux cable. You can choose to put it wherever you want. Some people put it in the glove compartment. I personally like to put it in the cubby hole below the CD drive. And that's where I'm going to put this one. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, I already had the hole pre-drilled. Once you have the hole drilled, what you're going to do is take it, slide it into the hole. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. I'm going to install the screw on the other side. Not a screw, it's more of a bolt. And once we have that done, give me just a second. It doesn't take too many turns to get this properly tightened. Okay. As you can see, I've installed the aux port. Once again, this is my cable. This is not BMW's. Personally, I like it a little bit better. It's got better wiring. And you don't have to take out the resistors and or the capacitors because I did not put them in. So you will have better sound. I know a lot of people, this is up for debate. I can tell you right now, your iPhone or iPod, whatever you're going to be hooking up to this, will sound much better without those capacitors and without the resistors. It sounds like crap with them in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is reinstall the center trim as I took it out. Starting with the bottom, I'm going to install the 3 pins that I took out. 1, 2, and 3. Once those are installed, I'm going to go ahead and slide the trim back in. And then I'm going to connect the top connectors, which there's 3 of as well. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now that the center dash has been all wired back up as it should be, you're going to slide everything back in. Do this slowly because you want to make sure your drive gets fitted in correctly. 4 clicks. Once you have the 4 clicks, you know your unit has been put back in correctly. As you can see, I have all my buttons in my drive in as they should be. Once you have that done, you're going to put your screws in the top. This is what's going to grab everything and pull it nice and snug. Like I said, there's 2 screws. One here. And one here. Okay, everything is clean. Looks good. Now you get to put your wood trim back on. And what you want to do is make sure you don't have any wires up in the vent here. You don't want to have an open compartment so that your vents slide back in properly. Once you have that done, you're ready to put the trim in. You're going to start from the left, the opposite of how you started. You'll see this metal pin here. That metal pin slides into that hole. Alright. And once you have that in, you'll want to make sure your wire for your locking mechanism / hazards switch is pulled back through here. Once you've done that, you're ready to start putting everything back in. Now, push from left to right. You'll feel it snug up in those pins. And then when you get over to the left, to the right here, you'll have this last pin to push in. And once you've done that, just go over it, make sure everything's snug. Once that's done, reconnect your locking mechanism. And once that's done, I'm going to push it back into the dash. It just slides right in. It'll pop in. Alright. Okay. My aux cable has been installed. You're going to want to put your car back in park. You can get rid of the e-brake. I guess let's take it for a little test drive here. Turn your car in the on position. iDrive will pull up. This is the aux cable that I use for my iPhone. Going to install that into the cubby hole. And once that clicks in, you'll be good to go. I personally recommend using this setup right here instead of going into the headphone jack, just to prevent any kind of bad currents or anything like that going into your iDrive, because this is a line out. It is one stable output. It doesn't fluctuate. I'm going to hook this into my iPhone here real quick. Okay. Now once that's done, I'm not going to let you see the password of my phone for whatever reason. Pandora. Well, first here, I got satellite radio going right now. Going to go up. I've already programmed the aux input with NCS Expert. That's also a service that I offer. Go to aux, and then we'll go into Pandora here and hit play. And you have just installed your aux input. I hope this helps. Thanks.